spite of all this optimism that we've been hearing about from our correspondents from Donald Trump, an Iranian source has told Al Jazeera that Tehran believes the two sides are, in fact, on the verge of escalation. The source said there is inconsistency in Trump's statements and with what is actually happening on the ground. Let's head to Tehran now, to Ali Hashim. Ali, so that, of course, is a completely different take from that of Donald Trump in the United States.
Well, a lot of skepticism here in Tehran with respect to this sudden announcement by President Trump, especially that both sides weren't yet able to agree on the most crucial points, which are the enrichment of uranium, whether this is going to happen, it's going to be halted for a certain amount of years or indefinitely, or the other issue, which is the fate of the highly enriched uranium stockpile, 480 kilograms that are in one of Iran's destroyed nuclear facilities. So these main points were not agreed upon. The other issue, which is, or at least there is no agreement in principle on what they are going to discuss. The other issue, which is also very important to the Iranians, and this is why Tasnim news agency said that Iran is not sending a delegation to Pakistan unless the blockade on the strait and the blockade on the Iranian ports is lifted. So now what we are hearing is that the Pakistanis are trying to mediate a kind of goodwill escalation, de-escalation measure, whereas the United States will loosen its blockade on the Iranian ports, while Iran also will loosen its blockade to the Strait of Hormuz. So what we are dealing with right now is very complicated. The Iranian foreign minister and the Pakistani foreign minister had a phone call. Most probably the Pakistani foreign minister was inviting the Iranian foreign minister to attend alongside his team of experts and diplomats the next round of negotiations. Now, the main issue here that the Iranians could be very concerned of is that the meetings that could happen in Islamabad in the coming days could end up with announcing a kind of an agreement similar to the one that took place in Gaza, the one on Gaza, with no strict points, and leaving the main unbridgeable, at least for now, or the main points of collision between both sides, such as the enrichment and the highly enriched uranium, till later. And also, and this is actually the most sensitive thing for the Iranians, and delaying the lifting of sanctions till later. So to Iran, this would mean an unended conflict, because still they will be paying the price of the situation. They will be under economic sanctions. And the only thing that would happen is that President Trump would take a deal, but an empty deal.
Ali, Iran's posture is certainly one of defiance, isn't it? Taking a defiant tone. But it must be under intense pressure.
Well, there's no doubt there is intense pressure, economic pressure. At the same time, the country here is in a situation of it's not moving. It's just stuck in a situation between no war and no peace. And with a 90 million population, with just a few months ago a protest that saw thousands killed, with a financial situation very dire. All these issues will, of course, put a lot of pressure on the system, but the system also is fighting what it describes as an imposed war. So it doesn't have much choices. It doesn't have the choice to surrender, and it doesn't have the choice to escalate at the same time.
Ali, thanks for that. Ali Hashim there in the Iranian capital.